We have a teeny tiny bit left of the third chapter of the Darkangel, and that's probably a good thing because if you remember, and I recorded the introduction video of this months and months before I started reading this book. I didn't like this book when I read it the first time, and I don't know how much I like it now. As you're on this trip with me through listening to me read this book, you may hear me be critical of it, and this is one of those times. I don't care for Ariel not having to do anything to get as much food and water as she wants. It was too easy. It was just presented to her. She just happened upon the Duarough. She didn't need to save him from anything or make a conscious choice. She did make a conscious choice to go into the mountains to save her mistress, so that's a good thing. But as far as the fairy tale aspects of this idea that all of this will be given to her for free at this point, food and water, is a little bit silly. But the spindle has been given to her, and in these last two paragraphs, I imagine the Duarough is going to tell her more about how to use the spindle. But the Duarough had already turned and started down the steps. "Oh, I've no idea, child," he called over one shoulder. Oh, sorry, 3 paragraphs. I skipped a thing. "But what am I to spin if I have no pity and loathing?" said Ariel, astonished. "What else can one feel for such poor creatures?" Then almost to herself, "And how am I to make thread of my heart's feelings any feeling at all?" But the Duarough had already turned and started down the steps. "Oh, I've no idea, child," he called over one shoulder. "We Duaroughs are miners and scholars, not spinners. You must learn in your own way and in your own time how to use it, as well as what to spin." And Ariel was left standing quite bewildered, with the golden spindle in one hand, until she realized she had best turn and find the door into the castle quickly before the Duarough and his light proceeded too far down the steps. And that's the end of chapter 3.